Okay, I decided to take a look at the fitting I've got. This is the one, actually, I got both of them off of the ARX store. They're both Type 8s. I got the one that actually has all the goodies, the more expensive one, and I upgraded it, basically gave it defensive weapons. Um, and it has two heatsink launchers, doesn't it? Yep, two heatsink launchers, a chaff launcher, and a point defense turret. Okay, that takes care of people trying to steal my cargo sometimes. Core internals, what they gave it, I think, yeah, this is what they gave me, 5A, 5A, 5A. Life support, I think I upgraded that, but I don't remember if I did or not because it doesn't have the little satchel right next to it. Power distributor, that's what they gave me. And this is all this what they gave me. What came with the ship. Optional internal, a 7E, a 6E cargo holds, a 6C. I think I upgraded this because it doesn't have the satchel. And apparently I added this because it doesn't have a satchel. They gave me the 5A cargo or fuel scoop, and I added the auto maintenance, and of course I put in Super Cruise, I believe, or advanced stock, in one or the other. All right, and it doesn't have a vehicle bay. Now, and this is, like I said, this is the ship that came pre-fitted. Now this ship here, we're going to change to it. This is also a Type 8, and I'm going to use this one. Now, I set this one up for pretty much mining and quasi-exploration. I mean, it's not going to fight. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. And over here to the fitting. On the hard points, I have a flat cannon, which I use for mining. Notice the little tone inflection on the word there. And I haven't tried this yet. I have, but I haven't figured it out how to use it. But I got a subsurface displacement missile. I'll see if I like it later on. I got two abrasion blasters. I finally figured out how to use them. I already know how to use the lasers. So I'm going to set the groups up here in a minute. But I've got it set up. Two chaff launchers. Point defense turret. Like I said, this ship generally gets itself into a lot more trouble. And I've given it a pulse wave analyzer. Alright, core internals. I upgraded it to a 5A. I'm not messing with the thrusters right now. I'm kind of happy with these. And I really love this thing here. I've learned that the 5C with the SCO, you can get away from a lot of problems. I really just want to upgrade my frame drive so it'll boot faster. But like I said, that will require me to shell out money. And I upgraded my life support to a 3A, distributor to a 4A. The sensors, I don't know why I did it. I think it's because I was going to go and have the upgrades done on it for better range. So I wanted to do it on a 3A. And of course, a standard fuel tank. Optional internals. I have one large cargo rack, a maxed out multi-Olympic controller. I wish these things went up higher and higher, but I can live with this right here. Active range 5,000 meters, maximum of 4 limpets, and if you're collecting around where you're mining at, 5,000 meters is probably more than you need. But I like it. In your limpet lifetime, infinite. Like I said, I wish they would do this with a 5. I mean, I put a 5 in here earlier, and you've only got like 700 seconds on your life, and it's only like 1,500 meters. I'm like, eh. So I'm going with this right here because you can turn this into a prospector limpet, or you can turn it into a collector limpet. So I'm going to stay with that. Planetary vehicle hangar, I got the dual one, so that way if I trash another SRV, I'll have a backup. I upgraded a shield generator to a. I don't think it came. I think it came with a 5, and I think I upgraded it to a 6C. I don't know why I like these bi-weave shield generators, but I do. I put in a 5A fuel scoop, a 5B field maintenance unit, and a 4A refinery, and of course all of the flight support systems. Like I said, they really just need to make it where you can go to an engineer and convert all 3 of these into one, like 2A flight assistance computer system. That would be so nice. And of course, I've got 2 Scarabs. It'd be nice to let you have a fighter bay, and then you could have 1 vehicle bay and 1 fighter bay. Of course, you'd have to sacrifice something else. Now, what did I not? I don't think I saw I missed something. Oh, there's the pulse wave analyzer. I don't have. I messed up. I say I messed up. I say I messed up, but I didn't really mess up. I just didn't install it. And let's just go right over here. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second here. Surface scanner. I didn't do that. But generally, what I will do is take off my. What I've learned to do is temporarily take off this the system here, the field maintenance, and I've got a 4A in here somewhere. Yeah, the 4A gives you a capacity of repair of 5,400, where the one that I only is 1,000 less. So kind of like it. If you're out in the field and you're messing yourself up, yeah, those things are really nice to have. Or if some pirate comes and dumps a world of hurt on you. And this thing is a hauler. It's not really a. It's really not a fighter, but I'm hoping to be able to fight them off with the other gear. But they really should make that give you like 2 more of these slots here, and allow you to put the planetary scanner over here, or you can drop. I can drop a chaff launcher. I kind of like my chaff launchers though. I was going to do the upgrades to give them more ammo, but the reload time is terrible, and the weight, the mass is just like, nah, we're not going to go that way. And the point defense turret, like I said, it does a pretty good job at keeping hatch breaker limpets off your hatch, but it can still be overwhelmed. But on one of my ships, I actually have 2 of these. Unfortunately, I don't think they both fire at the same time. I think it's one or the other. And then I could probably swap out one of the chaff launchers for a heat sink, which I think I'm going to do real quick, because this is going to be like an exploration ship. And where is the heat sink? And upgrading a heat sink is the same as upgrading the ammo on a chaff launcher. Same thing. A heat sink launcher, and I mean, it's just the mass just is not worth it. It really isn't. At least from my perspective. It may be later on, but these things said we just need more utility mounts for service vessels anyway. And I have chaff launchers and everything, stuff like that already in, what do you call it? I already have a key assigned to them. So I want to go ahead and do this. Because I need to rechange the entire fire group on this ship here, which is, there we go. Abrasion blaster. Okay, I'll leave that there. And I'm going to I don't use the flak, but I will do the displacement missile on it too. No, I'll save that one for something else. There we go. All right, remote flak. I'll drop the flak in there. And the displacement missile there. I just sort of want to group this stuff together. Heat sink. I got that to a key. We got that to a key. Okay. All right, let's go over here. Prospector. All right, we got those. Okay, I think I've got most of my stuff lined up. What? Ah, that's what it is. I think I'm going to leave that remote flak all by its lonesome over there. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with the remote flak because it has a limited amount of ammo and you definitely need to know what you're going to shoot with it when you shoot. So I think I'm going to leave that alone. I think what I'll do is I'm going to come over here and go all the way back down here and put a collector. Now, that way I can use it to collect and, like I said, blow up stuff and then send a collector after it. There we go. That should. Notice I'll probably end up changing this again. Go over see what my modules look like. Everything obviously looks good. And there's your remote release flak launcher. I should have bought several of them things while I was there, and I didn't do it. And had them so I could have them delivered. Okay, everything looks good here. All right, well that's my two big ships. I haven't put any limpets on there because I haven't decided if I'm going to run some missions later when I get back from surgery, but probably not, since I may not be able to even see my screen. Oh, that's right. We wanted to change ships, which I'm not going to try the Beluga yet, or the Vulture. Hate it. I would trade that thing in for my ARX back in a heartbeat. Now this one here, I do like it, but like I said, the thing is, it costs a lot of money to upgrade these big ships. And I was at 49 million a while ago, and as you can see, I've changed a lot of material on the. Hey mate, let me hit that. That's like I said. This is a mining ship mainly, but when I say mining ship, this is what I'm going to use to go and farm the brain trees. This is what I'm going to use to go and farm the crash sites with, as long as they're not contested. Now, I did buy this as a mining ship, and I'm really not certain about it. And this right here, the Beluga, like I said, these are all packaged ships, from the ARX store. And this is a mining ship, and it's okay, but eh. I think I may turn it into like an exploration ship. The Vulture, like I said, I'd trade it in right now for my ARX back. I'd trade the Type 6 back in for my money back too. The Keelback, though, I do like it. I have it set up as pretty much a exploration ship. And this little Asp Scout, I use it to go pick up data. And it's pretty good for going out and doing data courier missions because it is pretty quick. It does get there and does the job. The Diamondback Explorer, that's what it is. It's an explorer. It wasn't meant to do anything else. And would I get my ARX back for it? Possibly. But the only thing that I've seen is worth it. Well, I'll not say the only thing. The Chieftain. That thing is worth every bit of the ARX I spent. This thing here probably would be too if I could figure out the trading, because it has impressive trading capacity. And this thing here is probably the perfect mining ship, except for the fact that you got to be point blank. You really need those really good 1A lasers for mining with this ship. And yeah, like I said, and it works really good for doing what the Braintree bombardment mining. I haven't tried a Braintree yet, but I've seen the videos over and over and over, and I used it on the crash site. What I do is go in, let it pick up all of the cargo containers that it can, and then whenever they're all picked up, then I bomb the area pretty good. The bad thing is my limpets constantly get caught in the wreckage, and you can't retrieve your good loot. I'm going to try another time with this ship here. I'm going to fly out there and I'm going to bombard it, and I'm going to pull out to hopefully I can't see the surface and see if it'll still if my limpets get caught up in the wreckage. I hope they don't, but I'm going to try it. And then if that fails, I'm going to load up and haul my tail to wherever the brain trees are and go farm brain trees and crystal fields. So wish me luck. Those are my two ones. Like I said, if you go into the ARX store, if you're going to haul cargo, the fully loaded version of it is worth it. And if you're not, get the stripped down version of it and do whatever you want with it. Like I said, this thing makes one beast of a miner. I mean, I spent probably the better part of 4 hours mining the other day, and like I said, this particular setup right here is impressive. I'll go over it one more time, let you guys take another look at it. And this is I renamed it. Hey, mate, let me hit that. And like I said, here's the hard points again. This is the remote flak release. This is a what they call that? AX flak. And then I put the missile. Like I said, I've never used it. I mean, I have, but I wasted all the ammo not knowing what I was doing. The abrasion blasters, I kind of learned how to use those, and that's why they're here. But the mining lasers, with the power plants that I have, you only need 2 mining lasers. I wish these were the 1As, so I wouldn't have to be as close. All right, now that done, heat sink launcher, point defense, protect your cargo, chaff launcher, protect your hull, pulse wave analyzer, check those fields. All right, core internal. Like I said, I left it the way it was. The lightweight, it seems to be fine, because anything else is going to add a lot more mass. So your power plant is a 5A. I'm thinking about upgrading it. I haven't decided whether I will or not. Thrusters, I'm thinking about upgrading them to a 5A, but not really, because I'm actually impressed with the way they've handled. This frame drive, like I said, the only thing I want it to do is charge faster, and that may cost me some mass. Life support, I can actually go back down on it. It gives you 25 minutes, but hopefully you don't need that. The power distributor is a 4A. I plan on upgrading it, making it hot. Sensors are 3A. I didn't. Do I have an AFMS in here? I do not have. Yeah. I wish it had another couple extra slots, but I do not have a. That the sensors, you need them, and life support, you need it, so you can't get rid of none of this stuff. Oh, that's down here is where I was talking about. Ah, there we go. Do I have an AFMS in here? No. Yeah, I do. Right there it is. There's a top of the line. I say top of the line. It's a B, but still, it is a great thing to have in the field. Impressively, and you definitely need a fuel scoop if you're going to go out exploring. And this is what I was talking about. This right here really needs to be a higher version, but I'm not going to fault it because look at these. Look at these stats. I mean, the power draw is not that bad. Maximum active limpets is 4. So you can have a prospector and 3 collectors out, or you can have 4 collectors out. They have a active range of 5,000 meters, which is at least 3.5 times better than the 5 control or collector limpet controller. The limpets have an infinite lifetime, and they have a pretty good speed. So I'm not going to complain about that. So technically it's really good, but hey, I'm greedy. I would really like to see like a 5 or a 6 class instead of wasting all these holes here. And I really don't need, I would like to be able to say, hey, let's split this into 2 3s. It's class 6, but just so I can have extra material here. Then I could actually throw on some other goodies here. But you do need the planetary scanner. So when you arrive in a system, say like where the crash site is, you do need to scan the planet first, then come back with this setup. So when I get where I'm going, I'll find a station really close, hopefully close, or hopefully maybe even a fleet carrier that's parked in the system with the ability for me to recall some of my gear, have it come out, put the planetary scanner on it, and go out, scan, come back, and then put my gear back on. Like I said, but if I'm not needing anything, I can always pull the refinery. So if I'm not going to actually be physically mining material, I don't need the refinery, and I can easily put the planet scanner here. Let's see, where's that at? There, the surface scanner right there. Like I said, it's only a 1A slot, but it's quite expensive. And you can't carry your modules with you, so that kind of sucks. Have all this cargo and you can't put them in cargo. But there we go. Like I said, this is my I'm going to call it my wreck scavenger, because that's basically what it's for. I mean, it's basically I wanted it to go out and pick up all of the really nice, I say nice, all the tier 5 materials that you need. Speaking of that, let's see here. Let's get all out of here. See where I'm at. Number 4. Go to my inventory. Alright. Antimony. I'm doing pretty good on antimony. I did a pretty good collection. That's at that wreck at the crash site. And I swapped a lot of materials for cadmium. I'm back up on my carbon again. Chemical distillery. Chromium, I need more of that. Compact composites. That's what I'm collecting off wrecks in space. Compound shielding. I think I traded for that. Conductive ceramics. That's stuff that you get in from killing pirates. Conductive components. Wreck salvage. That's out in space, like whenever you find those encoded or degraded emissions. That's it. You get pick it up there. And conductive polymers, crystal shards. I don't know where I got those at. Honestly, I don't. Filament composites. That's also some of those shipwrecking in space. Flawed focus crystals, you can get that off Pirate. Focus crystals, Pirates. Galvanizing alloys, Pirates, which I'm maxed out on that. Germanium, I've been trading for that. Grid resistors, I've been getting that from the, I forgot what they call them. It's the higher level of the encoded, or the, not degraded ones, but once you do the heat conducting wiring, you get that from in-space shipwrecks as well. Heat dispersion plates, same place. Heat exchangers, I traded for those. Heat resistant ceramics, I think I got that off Pirates. Heat vanes, I traded for those. High density composites, I got that from Salvage. I think I got some of that from Pirates. Hybrid capacitors, I think I got that from a trade. Imperial shielding, that's from like the really high grade emission sites. I have no idea what that little flag thing stands for. Huh. No clue what that could be. High density composite. Settlement shipwrecks. That tells you where you get all your goodies there anyway. Alright. Oh, go back up here, take another. Oh, we need to go way back down. That may be what that means. That may used by, yeah, when building upgrades. So it might be that. Let's try this for 6. That one don't say used as. It don't tell you anything about using by engineers, but we go back up to this one. Yeah, used by engineers. So that may be why it's flagged like that. Till you don't get rid of it or don't trade it. Galvanizing alloys. Huh. Caustic sinks. Well, that's something good to know. I didn't know that. But let's see, where was I at? Imperial shielding, yeah, you get that from like the elite signal or whatever they call them. Really good ones. Lead, I haven't found any source for lead except to trade for it. And let's see what else we got. Mechanical equipment is used, and I already knew that. And military supercapacitors, I haven't found a use for them yet, but it says it's used by engineers, and it didn't have that little flag, did it? Nope, it don't have that little flag, so I don't know what that little flag means. Phase alloys, I'm maxed out on those. Proto heat. Now, this came from those really elite, like high grade scan sites where you show up, it says Salvage, and they're the real high level ones. I forgot what they're called, but I went in there and maxed out my proto heat radiators, my proto light alloys, and my proto radiolic. I ended up trading some of it because you can trade them for higher level or lower level materials. And ooh man, yeah, you get that from the crashed ship on OER 2B. Same with the ruthenium, and I've got plenty of. I say plenty. I've got some ruthenium. Salvaged alloys, selenium. I traded for selenium because I needed some to have some work done. Shielding sensors, I'm maxed out. Sulfur, tellurium. You get that from the crashed ship as well. Tungsten, you get that from the crashed ship. Vanadium, I had to trade for what I got. Zinc, any that I have has been like accidental. And zirconium, you get that from the crashed ship. So OER 2B is where you get the crashed materials at, and I think that's where my last 2 videos were at. So, but yeah. and you can't if you buy these breach things, you can't sell them back. So I've had these from pretty much like the first week in the game. So I'm leaving them alone right now. I may need them one day. But there we go. Like I said, this is a all right. Like I said, this is my like I said, I'm giving it one more look real quick. 2 mining lasers, 2 abrasion blasters, and a subsurface displacement missile, and remote release flak launcher. Utilities, heat sink launcher, point defense, chaff launchers, and a pulse wave. Core internals, 5A power plant, 5E thruster, 5C SCO frameshift drive, which I really want to upgrade to a fast charge. 3A life support, which I can shut down to something lighter weight. Matter of fact, let's see what they've got here. Alright, a 3B gives you 15 minutes and it's easier on power. 3C I'm going to swap it to a 3C. There we go. Knocked a little bit off my... But I should stay comfortably under. Like I said, I do want to upgrade this to a fast charge. And I just don't have the materials or the time. Nor the inclination at the moment. But there we go. Like I said, that's my crash site recovery vehicle or vessel. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said, if everything goes well today, I'll either be back at work tomorrow or I'll be off for like the next 2 weeks, maybe the next 3 weeks. So just don't know. Y'all have a good one. We'll talk to you later when I get back in.